Court has adjourned on the fourth day of AfriForum's civil case against the EFF and its leadership on the controversial Kill the Boer song. Mbali Thethani has been following developments there for us. So, Mbali, let's start with a replay of events as we heard them throughout the day.
Well, indeed, the court has adjourned here at the South Gauteng High Court sitting in Johannesburg. And of course, we know that Roots continued today with his testimony. He was back on the witness stand. And this time he was being cross-examined by the defense and the EFF's legal representative. And I must say that what came out here is, of course, when the questions were put to him around the research which was conducted, that he conducted for his book, Kill the Boer. Now, that was called into question because the defense then said that, well, you are quoting someone who is an author in your book by the name of Levote, and when they tried to find that book, they say that a book like that does not exist. But of course, we know that Roots then slammed that evidence, saying that, well, it is a book that he is in possession of, and it is a book that he has used, and it does indeed exist. But then later on, we also know that he was also then questioned on around the issue around land, and he was saying that, well, black people wanting to occupy the agricultural land is really a myth, and that is something that he was also questioned by the defense here. And of course, he continued then to be questioned on a number of things in which he has spoken here when it comes to the issue around land and, of course, land occupation. But, of course, we know that he has now concluded his evidence. We then also saw an expert witness who, of course, then spoke about the trauma of farm murders. He then continued to give his testimony here. But we do know that much later on next week, we will then continue to hear further testimony from other witnesses. We also know that EFF leader Julius Malema is expected to take the witness stand. He is expected to come here next week. But of course, what is also quite striking in Roots' testimony is when the defense then also questioned him around the song itself. We know that we are here for the matter around the song Kill the Boer. And of course, we know that Kasiboto, who is the EFF's legal representative, also then quizzed him around his understanding of the song, and also further asked him whether he is in a position to give expert analysis when it comes to talking about that song, Dubuli Bunu. But then, of course, he's saying that because of his understanding of that song, he was not in the position to give further testimony and evidence when it comes to the song Dubuli Bunu.
Mbali Thethani, thank you very much for that update. We look forward to developments around this case.